Hello, friends. Hello, hello. Welcome back to the Arts Department on a Monday. Good evening, Emo Pilgrim, an Off-Wheel, Official Opinion, all the peoples. You know what I forgot to do? All of the things of the getting ready, and I forgot to set the light. So, Emo, I think you were first. Congratulations. Give me 1 second, my friends. Things are gonna get a little weird around here. It's a work in progress. Whilst we flip our light around and turn it down. Turn it down. All right. Burger Face, what up? What up? Let's see, this should go this way. There we go. The light was overly bright, so when it's this bright, everything is blown out and it looks like shit. So, you know, turn that light down. Bring it down. We're chill here. We likes to chill. We likes to chill. How was the Monday, everybody? How was the weekend? What was everybody up to? Did you do anything fun? We had the old Among Us shenanigans, running around, killing each other last night, laughing, having a good time. It was good times. Good times, good times. Moose. Yeah, so unfortunately, I'm a little under the weather right now. I might have the old COVID for all I know. A little off, a little iffy, but it's not horrible. We're doing all right. Mr. Voodoo, I haven't even done nothing, man. Yeah, me too, Paradox, but, you know, knock on wood, yeah, we'll see, but got some of the symptoms, but, you know, I can breathe, little sniffly, little meh, could just be a cold, hopefully it's just a cold. Burger Face, you're not my doctor or my priest, you don't get to ask me that. Well, there's this, I have unstoppable explosive diarrhea, and I don't know. Yeah, man, gotta watch out for that downtown. I have been really good about distancing and everything, so if I did get it, I got it either from a box that came in or at the grocery store, because I literally have not been out of the house otherwise, so. Yeah, so we'll see. We will see. I'm not super worried about it because it's chill and I'm a healthy individual. So I don't want to tax the system. I'm not going to go in and be like, I've got the thing, and then be like, you got a cold, shut the fuck up, you know? I don't know what you're saying, Emo Pilgrim. What cases are kind of they're actually pretty high in Los Angeles right now. In fact, a record, I think, since or record like 1 day jump or something like that. So concerning, but not disconcerting. So you know, like I said, it just started showing up, I think, last Friday. So I'll give it until this coming Friday, and if things are worse, then I'll go and do a drive-up test or something, so I'm somewhere where they've got the infrastructure. But I'm not too worried about it. I've had 3 people that I know get it, not here, elsewhere, and they all did fine. So Oh, yeah. You're talking about the old stream avatars. That's what you're talking about. I'm like, what's going on here? Well, thank you, Burgerface. I appreciate that. And back out to each and every one of you guys. I hope you all are healthy, happy, and safe. And nothing happens that's bad. It's bad. We all want some good news. I didn't tell everybody to like pile on the bad news. I told you because I might be sniffling on stream and frequently dabbing, just in case. And in case I have some random coughing fit, you'll know why. Art by Smashly. Hello. Welcome back to the arts department. Oh, hell yeah, Taco Tuesday. Might have to order some Paquito Mas, man. What are you talking about, Martest? Don't be a jerk. So, our buddy Vil Farrell had sent over, he was like, next time you're going to do a sketch, think about doing Jacques, which is his D&D character. Oh, thank you, Smashly. Yeah, a little, maybe a cold, maybe the old Rona. Either way, it's not so bad. Not so bad. I just wanted to preface the stream by letting people know. Might be a little off this evening, but hey, we're here. Yes. So, Flynn. I don't know how I'm gonna show the heroin problems, other than the sallow part, right? I mean, just have like a needle sticking out of his neck. Indeed. I likes me some chill vibes. I got out my, Martest, coming in with the hard truths. Indeed. I am always a bit off. Always thanks to you, Martest. Always thanks to you, buddy. Oh, man, he didn't say anything about, like... Okay, yeah, he did. Black hair, Tony Stark-esque goatee, beak-like nose. Features are overall sharp. Disney villain of the 90s. Okay, we know what we're doing now. We're gonna mess around with Jacques. See, I remember him playing Jacques as kind of a goofball. Like, when my character encountered Jacques, he was butt naked in the middle of the street. Oh yeah, Cammy? Is that a thing? Did that happen? Or has time just lost all meaning for you and you think that you were sub, but you're no longer sub? Yeah, I feel you on that. You should probably just sub for like a year and then don't worry about it. So what's a beak nose look like? Is that like with the hook nose, that kind of thing? That looks pretty beaky to me, right? What? Somebody's throwing something. You gonna make a fire or what? Opinion. Does it start with a B and end with a oob? Yeah, let me know, Cammy. I'd like to hear that, because I'm pretty sure I did pay for a gift sub for you, but I don't remember what month that was. That could have just happened, or it could have been like 4 months ago for all I know. I know it just happened. I'm just messing. So it starts with a B and ends with a EWB. Booms. Opinion is our resident pervert. We enjoy him. He posts in the Not Safe for Work Discord all the time. And it's wonderful art. It's really good. I am proud of him for making money off of doing the art that he loves. I mean, at least making money that goes back into other people's art that he loves, which is, you know, that's how it should be. Like today, in Anna's stream, I spent all of the money I made on the launch of the latest photo sets that I put out. So the photo sets that I linked to on the Discord in the photo sets area, I made an okay amount of money. It's the launch day, right? And we were having a good time when we started a hype train, and then wanted to reach like level 5 on the hype train and everything. So I gifted some subs in that stream, and it got a little out of hand. It's fun. Had a good time. Yeah, Cammy, maybe oh, it's in your notifications. Yeah, then definitely they owe you some sub hype. Well, you know. Or they can just credit you so that you can stay sub to me. Right? Hello, Rick. Welcome back to the arts department. Is there anybody here that I did not say hello to this evening? Because I feel like I may have missed out. Pixel Wolf, hello. Welcome back to the arts department. I saw, Pixel Wolf, that you gave a follow yesterday. Thank you for joining the arts department. Nice to have you here. Thanks for coming back. Well, thank you, thank you. Burger Face, I would not have it any other way. We are all here to create and have fun. Except for Cammy, who is just here to harass me. Wacky stories from these days. Nope. Nope. Nothing new. Nope. Not a thing. Not a damn thing. Lines? What? Lines. Oh, drawing. Drawing. Yes. Sorry. Hey, people are asking questions. When people ask questions, I get distracted. Give a guy a break. I don't like that eye. If he's sallow, that means he's gonna be kind of thin with some kind of jaw action going, right? Man, cracking the whip up in here. Crack it, damn it! I am hoping that Twitch will approve our next emote. The sad news is that now all we have to kind of look forward to is making partner, which who knows when that's going to happen. Art streamers making partner is unheard of. Like, even once you satisfy their requirements, they're like, nah, we don't feel like it. We don't feel like living up to what we said we were gonna do. So we'll see. Hopefully, eventually we can make partner, and we can get more emotes and have more hype fun. Epic Ninja 85108. I don't know if I saw you in here, but welcome. Difference between affiliate and partner? Not much. It's just the number of viewers that you have. I don't know that they do much for you as a partner, quite honestly. I feel like it's mainly a badge of honor. The thing that I want is the unlocking of the emotes. Like, I just want to keep on getting more and more subs and stuff so that we can just keep on piling on art, because I kind of like, I get super inspired to do them. In fact, I submitted the goldfish head emote, or goldfish brain emote. French narrator, welcome back to the arts department. And they approved it, and then I changed my mind and submitted something else. Because we only get, for tier 1, we only get 5 slots, right? Or 4 slots. So, 5 slots. And then there's 1 for tier 2 and 1 for tier 3. So I have to be very picky about the emotes, right? So this is what we have thus far. Jesus, Cammy, it's gonna take a while. It's you know, for art streamers, it's a battle, because it's the numbers, right? And then if you're not growing when they happen to look at you, this happened to one of the art streamers that I was watching. Like, if you aren't actually growing on a consistent basis when they look at your numbers, then they're like, nah, none for you. No partner for you. And that just seems kind of rude, right? It's like we put in all this hard work to build fun communities and get support and have fun and be entertaining, right? I'm including you guys because I feel like you're here making it what it is. I've said this multiple times before, right? And then they just kind of pull the rug out from under you. It's like, you know, it's like that that person who hires you to do a commission, and then you're like 75% of the way done with it to 90% of the way done with it, and they're like, "Can I just see what you're working on?" And then you show them, and they're like, "Oh, that's nothing at all like what I said it was gonna be, or what you said it was gonna be, or what I had in mind." Okay, so what did you said? Here's the list of notes that you said. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So it's that's just Twitch. We'll work around it. No, Ninja, there would be a way to buy emote slots. It would be if you became affiliate, then you had people in your stream. You could gift. God, you would have to gift a hell of a lot of subs. You'd have to gift 50 subs, and it would unlock all those emotes for you. But we worked our way there, right, gang? It was genuine, and it was organic, and we had a good time doing it. And we're gonna do the same thing with partner. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna keep the target up here for 100 subs up here. But I don't think that means anything. But I figure at 100 subs, then we'll have a good number of people watching consistently. French narrator and Mr. Voodoo, thank you for that save. Now that I've done something, we will save. Oof. Opinion, that's brutal, dude. I totally bought Martest. He was being a diva about it, so I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy you. Now, while he said that Jacques, when I first met him, he was unclothed. He made a big deal about him having this like really cool like captain's jacket and stuff like that. So I'm gonna put him in a high collared captain's jacket. I don't like that. Who dat? Thank you for the follow, Rex the Unbroken. Rex the Unbroken has showed up in the arts department. That's a great name. I dig it. That's, you know, I think that's one of my favorite things on Twitch is I mean, in any social platform for that matter, is like the names that people come up with. They're so unique. Everybody's all cool and shit, and I'm like, hi, I'm Arthur Kell. You know, like nothing like fun. Like, I'm supposed to be fucking unique butterfly who makes cool art and shit, but I can't come up with a fun name. Like, all right, look at all those stream avatars dancing for you, Rex. For those that don't know, stream avatars, you can configure them in the widget below to be whatever you want them to be, and every time you come back to the stream, as long as you're followed or subbed, they'll be there for you. Oh, Vil, you're here. Nothing? We weren't doing nothing. Peace out, Vil. So yeah, Vil, this is the beginnings of kind of a Rex drawing. I'm sorry, got Rex on the brain. Of a Jacques drawing. I don't know if that's what you had in mind for a beak nose, but that's what I came up with. Oh, Hattie, it's a pleasure. I'm sorry I got a little bit busy and then a lot worn out and then feeling kind of under the weather since Friday, so I wasn't able to get back to you sooner. But I looked up there and I was like, oh crap, and I remembered the note that I wanted to give you, so I made sure to get it out there real quick. For those that don't know, the Discord, we do all kinds of feedback and shenanigans and chatting and stuff like that. So we got an art area there that we help one another grow as artists. Vil, I mean, I don't know if this is the okay, as long as you like it, that's good. Your names are fun. I love hearing the backstory behind them. And I turn around and think about how mine is just epic ninja. Ninjas were cool. Just a lunch number. I'm like, that's amazing. Solid story. It's better than mine. I'm like, I took my initials and my last name. Hattie, I'm a little under the weather still. But hopefully, you know, this week it'll clear up and we'll be good. If not, I'ma go see a doctor. Vil, I don't know, man. Said he had a Tony Stark goatee, but I don't want to do like the Tony Stark, right? But the way that I see it, he's gonna have like, it's gonna be a short goatee. Ah, Pixel Wolf, thank you. Thank you. I'm actually working really hard at it because I have this tendency, you can see it. So this is where I'm being lazy. And you can see, look at how many curves I'm using. I'm working against it a little bit here and there, but that was, I think that was Friday, right? So I have to actively tell myself to do more angles in my stuff and to think about curve versus counter curve and turning curves into angles even, so that it's not just, so I don't just do this, because that it, while it's good for animation and stuff, it doesn't feel as interesting for illustration. Joby Door, what up, buddy? Welcome back. Oh man, that's a pain in the ass. I do that with your stream all the time, so more power to you, brother. Rick, this is Will Ferrell's character that he never gets to play. Okay, Vil, bring that back seat, baby. I mean, it's your character, man. Your character. I think that's kind of Tony Stark looking, don't you? Because I don't want to do like this kind of thing where it's hanging off of the beard, because it would be close cropped, right? See? Vil, I'm winning. Pixel Wolf fucking called it. Boom! Yes! Nah, he's too much fun to turn him into a bad guy. I would hate to not be able to play with that character again at some point. If we can get an Alvoil to DM for us, then we'll be able to play that character again. Or even Bex. Oh, I guess I wasn't supposed to use her name, was I? Pixel, I don't know. I think you nail it, man. Like this kind of thing, Vil? All right. See, this is the problem. So, for those that don't know, Vil Ferrell and I work at, sorry, an Alvoil. Vil and I, Vil Ferrell and I work at an entertainment advertising studio, and he is an art director, and I am an illustrator / art monkey. So he comes up and says, draw this, and I go, I don't want to draw that, I want to draw it like this. And he comes back and goes, no, draw it like this. And I go, I don't want to draw that. And he goes, no, you have to, see? So he's doing the same thing. So I'm okay with it. Was that Murloc? I mean, I feel like the tone was right? Yes. I haven't played anything but vanilla for the most part, so I don't know if they changed up what Murloc sounds like. Vil, what kind of I remember he had a coat on the figure that you had. Okay. I kind of want to do like the coat is open and he's got just like 3 little bard hairs. He was a bard, wasn't he? No, he was a... You didn't say what he was. Yeah, look at you, just describing his features. Tackling a current art rut. Burgerface, that is a good question. And one that I try and do in a multitude of ways. First and foremost is give yourself something to study. Something that isn't where you're not being strictly creative, so that you're still doing art as a whole, right? So do figure studies and stuff like that. One place that you can do that, oh god, this is gonna sound so shitty. If you pop over to the links and go to my art station, there's some packs that you can use for gesture drawing that come along with videos and images and stuff. Use those to kind of just keep your flow going as far as like your eye-hand coordination, right? And then take that studying a little bit further and go on to ArtStation, go through the things and just open up, like don't even, like go to the front page and go to like Browse 2D and then just right click and open new tabs for everything, every icon that appeals to you. Just boom, 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 boom. Open them up, open them up, open them up until your tab bar is full, and then go and look through them one at a time and find the images that are appealing to you at the time. Drag those to your desktop and then sit down and study those and try and break down what is it you find appealing in that moment. And then use that to kickstart your own creativity. That's how I deal with it primarily. The second thing is I get on a stream and I entertain the notion of drawing other people's stuff on the fly where they can tell me that the wardrobe is wrong or something like that. Kidding. But it's like working out, right? So you guys are my workout partners, and I'm here 3 times a week flexing my creative muscles. Okay. All right. This is just Photoshop. This is Photoshop, actually CC 2019, because 2020 and 2021 were kind of buggy for me. So I'm keeping it at 2019 just for a little bit. There's nothing, I mean, there's really cool features in the newer releases and everything of Photoshop, but I would rather have the stability that I need. And 2020, when I first launched it, was really kind of mean to my system. Oh, thank you, Hattie, for that redemption. I appreciate that very much. Hydrate, my friends. It is good for you. Hydrate, comma, my friends. So, I hope that helps you, Burgerface, to move on to the next step of you know, that getting past what the problems that you're having with art. French narrator, does it cost anything? Yes, it does. I believe right now you can get the Photoshop and Lightroom package on Adobe.com. I think it's $10 a month, but it might be $12. Personally, as somebody that works in it constantly, and then all the videos and everything, I have to do the larger package. That's what she said. Come on, it was too perfect. Anyway, Keezy, how did you fall asleep again? Aw, hey buddy. Thanks for coming back and saying hello. It's good to get rest. I totally understand, and I appreciate you coming in, saying hi. And I know that you'll come back as you can. I am not worried so much. For those of you that are subbed here, that if I haven't mentioned it, go into Discord and sync your Twitch and your Discord accounts so that you are showing up as subbed over on Discord. Thank you very much. That includes you, Heezy. Right on. So, when I met Jacques, this character, like I said, he was, when I met him, like, yeah, all right. He was buck naked in the street. So for me, he's definitely going to be buck naked underneath his jacket at this point. Darkheart Rising, welcome back to the Arts Department. Nice, Burger Face. I'm so glad to hear that. Good for you. Good for you. If you get the opportunity, Burger Face, let me know how it goes for you, either here or on the Discord. I'd like to hear your experience with it. Let's see. Oh, that's right, because he has disguised self or some shit, right? So he just walked around like hanging brain the entire time. Oh, gosh. The things we can do in D&D. I love it. It's where you really get to know people. Really get to know people, because they just come out of their shell in D&D. French narrator, right on. Thank you. I'm glad. I was plugged into a buddy's stream today, and apparently his chat was complaining that his music was too monotonous, so he just straight turned it off, and it was just quiet. And I was like, I got in there, and it was like walking into the library, and I was like, why is it so quiet? What's going on here? And he was like, yeah, they told me that it was monotonous to play. I don't know how many tracks he had on his playlist, and I was like, oh, okay. And I wanted to give him, be like, hey, check out this and check out that. There's a huge number of music playlists that you can check out, and so I just kind of held it for later. I'll probably rap with him, be like, hey man, take this reference or take this referral for Epidemic Sound and go get you some tunes for your stream because it's freaking me the fuck out. Yeah, that was Jock. I like Jock. He was fun. It was really fun to roleplay with, quite honestly. So Jacques was pretty good with a crossbow, if I remember correctly, and my character is pretty good with the bow, so I kept I would do a shot and I'd be like, did you see that? That's pretty good, right? It's like calling him out. It was so fun. Negan, hey, welcome, my friend, welcome. Negan and I had a subscription battle today on somebody's stream. It was a blast. I should say on Annabelle's stream, and Annabelle is a wonderful human being. She cracks me up in a good way. Yeah, Bill, totally fun. Like I said, if we get, if we, sorry, Bill, no, Will, I'm not gonna do it again. Aw, thank you, I appreciate that. So I don't think that I can get this guy finished up tonight. Not as a sketch. Before we move on to finishing out Karis and Shaka's or not. I'm not even gonna say finishing out. I did forget that I even said that. So before I get to moving on with Karis and Shaka. See, Vil? I mean, see, Will? Vil supports me in this. And, you know, we'll just do it on stream, so there's no pressure. I mean, we'll do it off stream. Off, not on, off stream. Off stream. Sorry, I can be a brat. So this, oh no, that's the wrong layer. Whatever, man. It's a sketch, man. Don't take it so seriously, brother. Oh, sorry, Vil. I take this very seriously. It's very important to me, and I endeavor to do my best without what's the word? Fucking it up. Yeah, that's the one. So, put his hair on another layer so that I could shade it a little bit and then also see where those major shapes were that I put in, because I feel like those are going to help move across the form even if he has black hair, right? Burger Face. I first and foremost, I have to say I appreciate your great questions. The work that I appreciate, or that I find the most fulfilling, that's tough. That's like asking an audiophile his favorite band or her favorite, or their favorite band. Sorry, I'm working on that. Because I endeavor to create so many different styles of art, and I find a passion for each one of them. So, like, this is kind of fun to do, but then so is the stuff like this where it's like it's painted and moody and you know, has some effects on it and that sort of thing. These ones I like doing just for the workout, right? So just getting in there and being like, okay, I'm gonna smash this out in 45 minutes and let's see what we can do. Obviously portrait things are a lot of fun. I just can't, like, as of now, I'm currently really enjoying just kind of visualizing a bunch of D&D characters, which works out for our D&D campaign because eventually we're just gonna have a shit ton of tokens that we can use. But then doing full painted illustrations like this, very much rewarding. This one I'll never do again, ever, because it wasn't work. It was for work. So, pixel art I love doing. I just have to be in the right frame of mind for it, and it happens. This one, Burger Face, was for League of Legends. It was for one of their seasonal things. So they hired us to do the web page, and I got to do the splash art for it. It was fun. And that's what it looks like when you get to put in shit ton of time on it, because it's during the day job, right? This kind of stuff I like doing just for the fun of it, just to get in there and figure out a problem, or figure out a solution to the problem of how do you get all of the characters in a compelling way. Same with this one. Yeah, so I think, I just need to shift gears frequently, and I don't really have a favorite way of working so much as I have a favorite way of working in the moment. So, thank you for asking that question. I appreciate that. Angry Dog Mommy, back up in the arts department. Welcome back. What do you mean you thought that would change for you? Oh, yeah. Hey, I feel like creative people, like, we are told constantly that we have to find a style and that it has to define us, and it's important to our progress as an artist. And this is what I have found personally in my career, is that it has served me more to be a jack of all trades and a master of none than to be a singular stylistic entity. So, yeah, I mean, but you can, so what I consider style is the combination of the way that you design them and the techniques that you use to achieve a finished image. So what you can do is, when you find an image that you know that you enjoyed working on and it was in your hand, you weren't looking at somebody else's. Dalton James, what up, buddy? Welcome back to the arts department, my friend. When you find an image that you've done that you liked, take that process and make that a technique for arriving at that conclusion, and then that is the way that you reach that style, right? So that technique is then one of your styles. And the only time you're going to have a problem is when somebody says to you, and this happens to me all of the time, somebody says, "Oh man, I love your work." I'm like, "Thanks. So what work?" And then they'll go and they have to pick a style, right? They have to say that thing there. And then I go, "Oh, okay, yeah, I know how to do that. That's my hand." And so if somebody says, "I want to commission you to do something," there's a big conversation that has to happen where I go, "Okay, in what area?" And I send them 20 images and be like, "Pick the style, sir, or madame." And they get to pick it, and then I hone in on what it's going to cost them for that project. So there's a bit of a longer process involved in being that type of artist, but you are diverse enough that you can pivot and continue your trajectory as an artist, right? Because if you get to the point where you are pigeonholed strictly as working in a particular style, there's only so many places that you can slot in, right? And I encounter this in the professional level too, when somebody sees art. God, I should change this to just chatting. I'm like, when somebody sees an artist that they want for a project, but that artist doesn't fit the project, we can't really bring them in. Or on another level, when an artist is a badass artist, but we don't have a project that fits their style and they aren't malleable at all, we can't call them up and be like, "Hey, got this project. It's totally not for you, but we're going to try and fit you in it anyway." That just doesn't work. We got to find somebody that can execute in a timely fashion. Thanks, Cammy boy. I appreciate that. It's very nice of you to say. French narrator, thanks for hanging out, my friend. It's good to have you here. we will see you next time, hopefully. We'll be back Wednesday, of course. I think it's about time to... We're looking like we're going to have a battle royale here in a little bit. So I'm going to pop open our Karis and Shaka. Shaka. And we're going to think about painting them up. Karis starts with a K. Boom. Martez is just Martez is the quiet dude that just talks shit. Hey, don't talk shit about my death noises. They're the funnest. The funnest ever. Thank you, Vil. I'm excited about it. Hopefully it's reading sort of like Marn. Like, I know that Marn is supposed to be kind of darker and kind of stuff, so I'm just really kind of fudging it a little bit, we'll say. Okay, so let's save out this sketch. Vil, we will return to said drawing a little bit later. What is going on here? Stop it. Save. Okay. And Karis and Shaka. Do I have art goals? That's a good question. I'm thinking right now. I have a career outside of all of this stuff. So my personal goal is to continue to improve versus my aesthetic, and to continue to enjoy doing so, right? Because you can burn yourself out when you push too hard, and so learning to balance and continue to learn, because all of this stuff, like, you know, we all look at our own art and go, oh, well, I can improve this and I can improve that and I can improve this and I can improve that, and you just keep on moving, right? So my goal is to continue to improve and enjoy improving as much as possible, and eventually at some point with some of the portraiture and figure painting and oil stuff that I do that you guys don't see, I'd probably end up having a show or something along those lines, but that's about it for the personal art goals. Okay, Vil, I will maybe check them out, but I feel like this one's kind of like it's moved far enough along that it kind of has its own kind of approach at this point. Cammy, no, they are standing in the middle of a smoggy, rainy city, but I have yet to really work out any of the background details because I don't want there to be a focus on those details. If that makes sense. And so I want to take them to the point where they are, and then, or where they're not going to compete against the background, and then I can kind of mush in some background elements to really flesh out the fact that it's a city. I have some things in mind, and it will pop at the very end. Crickets, as a matter of fact, I am considering some traditional streaming stuff. Like I said, I got the camera, and today I did a quick test run, and I was able to mount camera up here facing down and get the board in place and everything, and it looked good. It didn't look stellar, but it looked good. And I'm kind of a perfectionist, so we'll see when we get to this traditional streaming thing. Yeah, that's about that. Fat D, welcome to the arts department. Thanks for the follow. Just getting in on this stuff. See, this right here is a pinch point, and even zoomed out, it still reads as a pinch point. So what's going to have to happen is I'm gonna have to change the angle here a little bit of this to actually overlap some of that stuff so that it's not a pinch point, essentially a tangent, right? So where things kind of line up and become squishy and it's really hard for your eye to escape a certain area, you have an overlap so that it doesn't do that to the viewer. Thanks, Cricket. We'll see what happens here. We'll get there at some point, but I want to make sure that it's high enough quality so that it fits with the rest of the stream, fits with the this camera and all the lighting and everything that I've had set up. Just trying to put on a good face for y'all, some good entertainment, some value. And it is that time, my friends. Prepare yourselves for the Battle Royale. Did I say that right, Martest? No, don't tell me. And of course, it's giving me problems. Do it. There it is. All right. It is a beautiful day for a Battle Royale, my friends. In drops, Hattie, Viscera, Vilfaril, Anger Dog Mommy, Paradox Moose, Camibo, Battle Goose, Finesse Fantasy, Martest, Pixel Wolf, Epic Ninja, Negan, Joby, Art, Dalton, Inalveal, Crickets, Rick, Burger Face, Queen, and Fatty. And it's a big pile up on the left, and now they're splitting up into smaller teams. Hattie picks up a bandage, and down goes 4 people. It was a massacre. Oof. Queen takes out Art, thankfully. Epic takes out somebody else. Negan beating up Pixel Wolf, beating up Vilfarel. Negan takes out Vilfarel, almost picks up a bandage. Pixel Wolf takes out, I didn't even see who it was. Negan picks up a second bandage. It's not looking good for Pixel Wolf, folks. He's going in at a handicap, and he's down. It's Negan for the win. Negan, do your dance. Take your, well, it looks like he doesn't do anything as the imposter. Imposters. Not with the program at all. You're the winner. Congratulations. That was the first Battle Royale of the evening, folks. That was 200 gold to Negan. For those wondering, if you follow Down in the widget, you can find the Stream Avatars widget where you can configure your stream avatar to be what you want. And with the gold that you earn through watching and subscribing and gifting subscriptions and winning the battle royales, in the Stream Elements widget down there, you can find the store. And on the store, there are 2 items that you can purchase with the gold that you can win in all those different ways, including gambling it away via commands. And those 2 items are critiques from me and a commission from me at 60,000 gold, which you can also redeem in the Stream Elements widget at the store. So, welcome to the Arts Department. I'm looking forward to having you. Nice, Negan. You deserve it, my friend. You definitely deserve it. Oh, if you do want to check on your gold status in the Stream Elements, look under, look in the leaderboard under gold, and it'll tell you how much you have currently. So some of this stuff, since we're getting away from the face, I can be a little bit more loose with it, right? Hey, you know what? Stream Elements is right. I do love you guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for participating. Thanks for throwing out great questions. Thanks for keeping the conversation going. I definitely appreciate you alls. So like I was saying, on this stuff, I can actually go a little bit more loose in these areas with this stuff. Like, you want the focal point to be, obviously, the features of the face, something to draw you in, and then the rest of it can kind of move you around the painting or illustration as you see fit, which means that you don't have to render everything out, which honestly, I feel like I'm saying that to myself more than you, because I have a tendency to be like, and then the little tiny thing here, they need to see that this is a button. No, they don't need to see that it's a button. Yeah, Samurai, he's just looking to abuse Johnny Depp, really. Burger Face, that's not something that I can talk about. I mean, I could, but, you know, that's like kissing and telling. A gentleman just doesn't do it, right? Or anybody, for that matter. Doesn't even have to be a gentleman. So this one time, this one really annoying person wanted me to write this letter of recommendation for him. Oh my God. It was so hard to find something cool to say about this person. I kid, I kid. You know, in my younger years, here's the weird thing. In my younger years, I had many bad interactions. But when I think back on it, I always like put the blame on my own shoulders, because I feel like I've grown as a human being quite a bit, both emotionally and intellectually. Oh, Samurai Chef, I see you, buddy. Thank you for that redemption. Ah, so good. Not really. Thank you for that redemption. I get talking and I forget. That doesn't mean redeem all night. That just means that sometimes I need to remember to drink water. So like I was saying, I've grown quite a bit as a human. So when I think back to those interactions with clients, I'm sure that, you know, all things being equal, they were just a bad client, but at the same time, I was probably a pain in the ass to deal with because I had an utter lack of humility and an inability to work in a team. And luckily, Samurai Shaft came along and taught me how to work in a team gracefully. Stray and Heart. Strays in Heart. Strays in Ho Art? How do I say it? Welcome to the arts department. Glad to have you. Even though I can't say your name because apparently I don't speak English. Oh yeah, absolutely. You know what's interesting though is I don't feel like I actually grew so much from those experiences because it took distance to understand the things that I was doing, right? Because the emotional reaction when you're young and your ego takes a bruising is not one where you're like, oh, let me get introspective and figure out what I could have done better, right? But eventually, when I had clients, after we would finish up a project, I would say, hey, can I ask you a couple of questions about your interaction? Answer them honestly so that my next job can be better. And then I would ask them, where can I improve? What can I do better? What were you expecting and what did you get? It's basically like a post-mortem on the interaction. And that really helped me to grow in my understanding and my ability to communicate. But ultimately what really did it was working in a corporate environment, working at Nickelodeon, where I actually offended people and hurt people's feelings because you're there on a daily basis working with these same people. And then I learned to curtail my communication and then my expectations of interactions. And, being a human being, I still slip up because that happens. We're human. And communication is hard, especially when you can't speak the language clearly, apparently, according to Martest. Right, Martest? Yeah, I see you, buddy. I'm just actually lucky that I had people within the environments that took the time to be like, hey bro, same team. We're all heading towards the same thing. So let's do that together. And that helped to foster that in me, right? Like we're all here, we're all lifting together. So regardless of ego, there's other people's whose egos are involved just as much in a lot of these artistic processes, right? So you don't have to acquiesce to everything, but do at a certain point stop and analyze if you're being too connected to a piece when you can just let it go and move on, rather than being an asshole. It's good for you. I mean, in all honesty, Martest, I certainly have a hard time talking on stream and doing art all at the same time, so she's not wrong. Let's get a little more blues in here. Get like some, as if it was bouncing off of the light was bouncing off of the hood and onto some of that reflective leather surface, right? So while it's not, I'm not thinking about this in like a photoreal context, I'm still trying to think about like what the color variations would be in some of these things. You got pretty good English there, Martest. Pretty good. Hardshot 18. What are you doing with all that ass double cheeked up on a Monday night? Well, I'm painting it. What do you think I'm doing with it? Well, hey, Harjot, thank you for that follow. Welcome to the arts department. Let's see if this is gonna be gold. I'm gonna bump it up into the yellows a little bit more, just to get some local kind of pops, just like I did on the gold on his chains up there. This is embroidery. Then there's gonna be little pieces of it that catch the light, right? Ah, Harjot. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have Vine. Never had it, never will. Do you see all these gray hairs? They would kick me off of Vine. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, once your parents are like, I did a Vine, you know it's time to leave, right? So I've got, like, it's pretty hard to see this on stream because of some of the compression, but there's a bit of color variation in here that I'm liking. So I'm gonna kind of just tap around a bit and get that variation going, as well as some of the shadow shapes, like reinforcing the ambient occlusion in the shadow, right? As well as some of the variants of his clothing, which may or may not be scuffed, but he doesn't care. You guys digging the new playlist? What's D&D? Dungeons and Dragons. It is a, somebody else want to field this question for me? Let's see what the community's got. Let's hear it. Let's hear all your wonderful descriptors for D&D. Grab this purple down here. Just tap in a little bit under there. Touch there. And then blend these edges a little bit. Not gonna go too much with it. Just kinda adding in a little bit in. Intricate ass role play with dice. Brevity. Thy name is Burger Face. Tabletop role-playing game where you get craft stories with your friends while portraying fantastical character. Wonderful. Tabletop role-playing games based in fantasy. Orcs, elves, dwarves, goblins, and more. Lots of adventure. Yes. Look at this. Now, if we condensed all of that, we could say it's intricate-ass role-play based on fantasy with orcs, elves, dwarves, humans, and more that you do on a tabletop playing with all of your friends. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Not like playing. Come on, get your mind out of the gutter. Lines to paper. Thank you for the follow. Bill Ferrell. Yes, it's a tax write-off for D-list celebrities. Ooh, Negan. Okay. Making the lines. Oh, wait, no, I see. I thought you were calling me out. Lines to paper. That's what you were doing. I see. I thought you were pulling a Cammy and being like, draw the lines. Okay. Thanks, Negan. Let me get a little more saturated in here. And shift a little more into some of the blues. Just to vary some of these mid-tones where it's curving under, right? Just a little bit. Just a smidge. None of us are ever free from work. And I'm gonna see. Quite frequently, you'll hit on a color that you think needs to be in other places, and then you just gotta add it in when you do. Be like, yo, color, you're looking pretty good over there. You want to see the rest of this drawing? Come with me. Cammy. Like I said earlier, you're not my father or my priest. Yeah, sorta, Jubby. It started off and it was gonna be just like The Thing, and I just kind of got a little out of hand with it. So I'm just trying something different, like where there's a combination of colored lines and paint and everything. Just, you know, we're just fucking around. We're just making art. Not like your full treatment, dude. You went bonkers on that elf. For those that don't know, oh yeah, why don't we just do that some more? Hey, yeah, totally fuck everything up by using all of the wrong keys. For those of you that don't know Jobby Door, I recommend checking them out, but make sure to come right back here. We did this a second time. Man. So let's bump this up a little bit. Just get some of these top-facing planes to be a little brighter. And then I'll come in with some highlights and we'll kind of pop some of the embroidery. So I figure it's a combination of like embroidery threads along and gold kind of inlay. Gold. The hell do they call it when it's like woven? Gold. No. Wouldn't be embroidery, it's different. So I'm just gonna pretend like I know what I'm talking about and keep doing the thing. Autumn T, do the thing. Okay. I'm gonna come back up here and grab some of this and make it a little more yellow for the back here. See what we get. So just accenting some of these things a little bit, hitting some highlights. And this is not yet the specular pass, right? The specular pass being all the little tiny, like, what my friend Izzy would call the sweet sugary details that make things tasty. Basically, it's the little like hits of highlight that really make something come together at the very, very end. So we're nowhere near that right now, but we will get there, and you will want to be here for that because damn, does it get good. Just like, ooh, give me some sugar. Give me some specular sugar. I mean, if you don't have a sweet tooth, then it's obviously not the sweet specular details. It's the salty, tasty, savory goodness. It's whatever really that you're attracted to, because you're going to be attracted to it. Salty snacks. Hell to the fuck yes. I think is what you mean, lines to paper. See, around here we don't really say heck. Favorite food. That's pulled pork with garlic aioli. Teriyaki chicken with macaroni salad, 2 scoops. 2 scoops macaroni salad, 1 scoop rice. That's Hawaiian comfort food, if you don't know. Fucking pizza. If I don't put pizza in there, then everybody's gonna be like, what about pizza? But yeah, I mean, you gotta know your shit, right? Oh yeah, and with the pulled pork, you gotta have sweet potato fries. Otherwise, it's just not the same thing. Yes, oddly specific. And for those that live in Los Angeles, Gus's in South Pasadena pulled pork plate. Go and get it. That's the shit. So I said pizza. Wow, what else do I really enjoy? A good bison burger, I think. Right? And dessert. I know that's a big, broad fucking thing, but dessert. Yeah. I got a sweet tooth a mile long. It's a big fucking tooth. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Jobby, I'm telling you, garlic aioli and sweet potato fries, a lot of garlic aioli. I used to get like a tub of that stuff, and I just like dip every single fry. Dip. I felt like shit later, but it was so good. Oh man, I can't wait for this shit to be done so I can go get some of that. Daniel and I, for those that don't know Daniel, he is my moderator / good buddy. Daniel and I used to every day at one point go to Gus's for barbecue, and I would get pulled pork and garlic aioli with sweet potato fries. Back when I started dating, my brother taught myself to bake, so right on, Burger Face. You know the way to a man's heart. I mean, to anybody's heart, really. Like, you can cook? Hell yes. Points for you, right? I won't say that I learned to cook to attract anybody, but I may or may not have. Cannot confirm or deny it. I don't know that it worked though, because I'm still single. At this point, it's a choice. So don't cry for me, Argentina. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. I enjoy cooking, but I There's like, it's like, for me, cooking is like, there's a time and a place for it, and generally it's a very limited window. Like, okay. I started pulled pork last night at 10:30 because I was like, if I don't put that pork into the pot now, it is going to go bad, because I bought it like 2 days ago. And so last night was like the last. Oh, hey, thank you, Irui. Thank you, Irui, for the follow. Welcome to the arts department. So I started that pulled pork. I like literally was reading in bed and went, oh, I gotta start that. So I like got up, like put a sweater on, and started it at 10:30, and it's still cooking right now in the kitchen. So that's how much I dislike cooking. I'll cook a pulled pork for like 14 hours or 24 hours, and then I'll just tear it up and be like, okay, it's done. I seem like a pulled pork fucking fanatic right now, don't I? Hey man, whatever, own it. I'm gonna grab some of this blue from up here. I'm gonna knock it in to all these little kind of highlight areas. We're just doing this real kind of loose down here. Like I said, like if you give too much detail onto these things, they're gonna draw attention, right? And that's not the objective. The objective is to keep the attention on the face. Yes, Martest, I know I sound like a pulled pork freak right now. It just happens to be one of the things that I can eat. And I just so happen to be cooking it right now. Maybe that's why it came up when Burgerface asked me about foods, because it smells like pulled pork in here. So obviously the first thing I'm gonna go to is pulled pork. Welcome to Autumn Stream. Smells like pulled pork. It's my new tagline. What do you guys think? I blame you, Burgerface. It's all your fault. Erase some of that and try and flatten it out, because obviously there's still going to be some dimension to it, but it's not going to come off the cloak that much. As a matter of fact, if I look over here at that shape, that's not what this is doing. So I'm going to erase all of that. It's actually going to be what I drew. Imagine that. I drew it right in the first place and then tried to alter it into the wrong shape. How unusual. That's what I get for paying attention. Food stream. Hey, I mean, I think that's gonna be, Samurai, that's gonna be the name of my memoir. The title, rather, of my memoir. The working title of my memoir is Love, Life, and Granola. Love, comma, life, comma, and granola. Because hippies. I mean, all depends on what you're gonna do with the granola, right? Ladies and gentlemen, Samurai Shaft. Now you know why I watch his stream. Done made me cry. Yeah, he's a good dude. Even though the game he plays is all so violent. Is this so violent? Yeah, Jefe Besos. Coming in hot. So, add some lights in here to kind of turn the form more, right? Because when we look, this right here, wow, where's the red? Here's the red. This is his side, right? That's all side playing. So if I'm gonna describe that form turning at all, I have to think about where what's gonna shift along the sides here, which means some of this stuff needs to be ever so slightly brighter just to show that there's a plane change, right? I can come back in and work around it a little bit, but it's too bright. But we definitely want to define that there's a side plane there. And we'll probably have to do that down here too. So I'm going to come in and modulate this a little bit with just like some taps of that color from the back plane. Yeah, Stream Elements is right. Do love you guys. Good times. Thanks for being here. I appreciate y'all. Keeping that view count up, hanging out, fucking about. So to further show the backplane here, I'm going to, rather than trying to lighten up over here, I'm gonna darken some of this stuff back up and just paint over it kind of loosely. Like I said earlier, loose is good with this stuff because it just lends to that painterly feel, right? And if we're not going for super tight on everything, then it's okay to kind of let some of the brush strokes bleed into one another for painterly, right? Who do you appreciate the most for being here and least? I want names, first and last. Okay, so since I'm gonna dox people, I'm going to say first name Samurai, last name Shaft. He's pretty good, at least top 25 people here tonight. Number one by far, good at being bad, is first name Mar, last name Test. Yeah. Samurai Shaft, is that what your mommy told you? Like, is like the entire like you continental United States local, or? Oh, hey. Well, you don't want to bring my mom into this. She's probably watching on Facebook right now, you jerk. Mom, if you're watching, don't worry, he's only joking. Well, it wasn't that kind of your moment. It was like you. Never mind. It was like a did your mom put your artwork on the fridge kind of joke. It wasn't like. So everybody that hasn't checked out Dungeons and Designers, Samurai Shaft and Vil Farrell are two of the people that I play with, and this is par for the course for our sessions. So if you're into it, yeah, give a follow over there. We generally play on Saturdays. I don't know what you're talking about, Vil. Dungeons and Designers, brought to you by Microsoft. Brought to you by Kevin's house, where you too can hang out. Shout Kyle's house. All right. We gotta snare that Twitch stream while we're here. Death Metal 85. Yes. Welcome, my friend, to the arts department. There it is. So I'm gonna kind of just indicate that he has a tail kind of tucked down right where the embroidery is, because I was informed that my character has a tail, and I didn't know that until like last stream. So now I know. Knowing is half the battle. Yeah, I know. I hate when I'm inadvertently stupid. Like, I'm fine being stupid, just not inadvertently. I'm gonna get a little bit of kind of shift here. Let's make it a little more saturated and pull it into the purples. Yeah, exactly. She's got a little nubbin tail. It's like one of those, what the heck are those cats? There's cats like that, right? I dated a girl that had a cat like that. It's a cute cat. Nah, it's a little too dark. Gotta try and keep it in the right value range. Otherwise it doesn't read right. So I can work back and forth with it here. Manx cat? Okay, now I gotta look it up. Manx cat. Manx cat with a C, not two C's. Yep, it was a Manx cat. But this one had, it was similar to a Manx, but it had little like things on its ears that kind of curled up. It was really interesting. So, yeah, that was a cool cat. And he could be like a Manx cat. is that it's canon now, Vil. So all the fawns have little Manx cat tails. So the fawn is a homebrew that our boy Vil Farrell came up with in his infinite creativity and wisdom. Let's get this so that it's just a small fold there, but it kind of gets a little bigger towards the back here. Whoops. I do what I want. I mean, I kind of helped to make. I was part of the process of making short-faced kobolds in the world, was I not? I matter too. My contributions matter too. So I'm gonna do this pass with color and stuff like that, and I'll come back in, and I'm trying not to do it right now because you'll get myopic on something, right? I'll get in there and like start detailing the shit out of things, and so what I'm trying not to do is let that happen. What I'm trying to do is get just enough detail so that I can decide where all the small details are going to be, and then come back in and just hit little moments with those specular highlights later on so that I don't render the shit out of things. I mean, Vil, what's the saying? Good artists create, great artists steal. So, yeah. Hattie, redeeming the stretch. That is a wonderful idea. Thank you for that redemption. So, y'all want to get in on a stretch with me? Let's do a little bit of the let's get the inverse of the wrists here. So we're gonna stretch the palms out. This is here, up along here that you're gonna feel it. So push in through the fingers. Don't push so hard that it hurts, and don't tighten up your shoulders. You don't need to tighten your shoulders. You're just allowing things to relax. Samurai Shaft, I'm going to have to ask you to refrain from political commentary in my chat. Okay, that's about 15 seconds of that. So now we're going to take that and we're going to invert it. And to do that, we're going to gently take our wrist and pull back ever so slightly so that you feel it here and up along here. And from the front, that looks like that. You're going to hold that for about 10 seconds. And we're going to switch sides. Same thing. All right, and last but not least, we're gonna take our thumbs, we're gonna put them down like this, and then we're gonna tuck our fingers over, and you want to try to pull your pinky towards your elbow. Again, don't tighten your shoulders when you do this, and it's down. 2, 3, go to a count of 10. And you should feel it up along here. And 10. And then shake it out. Look silly, doesn't matter, even if people are watching. There you go. Thank you for that stretch redemption. I appreciate that very much, Hattie. Where did I put the pen? Okay. Yeah, it's funny because at this point I forget to do those during the day, and then everybody reminds me when we're streaming, and I'm like, wow, I'm so thankful for those. Let's get this going. Just a touch here. Bit on that deltoid. Top of the bicep here. Like I said earlier, I was originally going to do this with all the with the round brush, but I feel like we've come a long way with Photoshop, so there's no reason to use the round brush unless you absolutely have to. I mean, you can, but I've found that I get a lot more mileage out of a chisel brush, and it's more like a paintbrush for me. Like when I paint, I always use a chisel brush. One of these bad boys. Oh man, you're painting people or drawing people at the gym? I don't think I have the guts to do that. Like, I go to the gym, I feel like that's kind of like taking photos of somebody at the gym. Oh, okay. Well, as long as yeah. I mean, I go to when I did go to the gym out here, I was going to 24-hour. I'm pretty sure I get my ass kicked for doing something like that here. Like, hey, that's a nice yoga pose. Could you hold that for like a minute for me? Okay, thanks. What are you drawing? That's cool. I actually, when I lived in Santa Barbara a number of years ago, I lived in this studio that was right by a dance studio, and it was all ballerinas, and I would go in there so that I could draw the ballerinas all the time. That is strictly why I was there. No other reason whatsoever did I go into the ballerina dance studio at all. It was 100% to draw the ballerinas. Nikki93, hello and welcome. I actually think it would be kind of fun to draw at the gym just to see people's reaction. Shaft, that was the whole reason, my friend, that I repeated it. Nikki, you know what helps to get over that anxiety of drawing around people is drawing in bars, because drunk people think art is magic. They lose their fucking mind about art. Like, I was on vacation in Belize with my brother a number of years back, and there wasn't much to do in the evening, so we'd go to the bar and we would hang out and we'd get a couple of drinks and have some dinner and stuff. And I always had my sketchbook with me, and for a while I thought dudes were hitting on me because so many people bought me drinks, and I was like, what is going on here? And then the bartender was like, yeah, they all think it's fucking magic, it's amazing. And I was like, oh, that's cool, right on. So needless to say, I got shit-faced. Whee! And then I couldn't draw anymore, and they were like, oh, well, now he's boring. Let's lighten that a touch and see if we can find a middle ground there for this tricep. Trying to convey that he's got like this, he's got short fur, right? Covering, like, not baby fur, but like baby fur? I don't know what that means. Don't listen to me. Anybody new here? There's our Discord. Feel free to pop on over. Give us a join, introduce yourself and all that fun stuff. You're like, no, I'm not in love with you. I'm just practicing. 'Cause gotta practice. So we're gonna put just a little bit of a bounce light coming up from the ground here. So I'm gonna take this color and I'm going to darken it down just a bit and then kind of give it a bottom plane, right? So now I'm coming back in real quick and seeing what happens when I change these colored lines to lighter colored lines on this top plane, right? I'm gonna do the same up here. So they're still colored lines, they're just not creating that turning form as much. Now they're just kind of separating it from the background. Lightening them up a little bit on this side will actually, again, pop it up from the background a tiny bit. Not too much. Gonna do the same thing on this side. Just gonna grab this color and paint out some of those darks so that I don't have to come in and try and rework that line. Because I feel like those lines, like I put them in thinking that I wasn't gonna paint this, and then I ended up painting it. So I still wanna make use of them in some way, right? And I can do that by using different colors to kind of offset that line itself. The line itself. I think I can do that up here too, and it'll help to kind of drive home the light on his horns and the gold. In fact, I can make it pretty bright right up here. And it can just be a reflection, right? So put to use all those lines that I drew earlier and get some detail out of it. Same thing with the gold here. Totally asking because I'm lost, right? But I teach digital art class locally. Any good simple exercises to improve digital art specifically? I was looking for tiny warm-ups or tutorials. Well, Burger, is there a specific reason that it has to be digital art? Couldn't it be just art exercises in general that will help to increase overall skill sets? Not trying to be a jerk about it or anything, I'm just saying. So, some general things. I can give you some overall, like, here, I'm gonna hit save because it's been a while. It's been a while. We are going to do a battle royale because it's 9 p.m. Prepare yourselves, friends. If you are in the stream and you're not a follower, smash follow right now. You've got 2 minutes and you will be included in the battle royale, in which you can win 200 gold, which will put you further along to getting a free commission from me, as well as you'll be able to configure your stream avatar to participate every time that you arrive in a unique and interesting character of your choice. And we are going to come back from this battle royale and we are going to do a quick lesson on some fundamental exercises that can help with drawing. So we're going to hit pause. We're going to hit play. And we're going to scroll down to this background. Prepare yourselves, friends. Here it comes. In drops Namera, the official Harry Potter, Crickets, Leah, Art, Martess, Rick, Samurai Shaft, Finesse Fantasy, Negan, Lines to Reaper, Pixel Wolves, Nikki, Paradox Moose, Burgerface and Avriel, Cinnabog, Hattie, Vilfarel, Viscera Obscura, and Camabo. God, got them all. And there's people going down already. God, I'm a horrible announcer. Horrible. Terrible's what he is, folks. All right, it's death across the board. Everybody's dying. Viscera almost takes out Negan. Negan goes down. Finesse picks up a bandage just in time. Vilfarel against Viscera. And it's Camabo for the win. Cammy boy. Sorry, my bad. Do that dance. Do that jump. Take that bow. You're the wiener. Congratulations. Is it still rigged? Of course it is. Of course it is. All right, so congratulations, Camabo, on that win. Boy, God. So her name says Cammy Boy, and I'm really bad with names, and I originally started calling her Camabo. So now my brain just wants to keep calling her Camabo. I'm sorry. So, exercises. So this one in particular is one for precision. So this would be for things like inking and that sort of thing in digital. So and this is you can do this with traditional too if you're using a pen and paper. First and foremost is ellipses. So it's gonna here we go. Come here, camera. All right, get ready, folks. This is gonna be really disconcerting. So there we go. Okay, so have them do this. You see how nothing's happening yet, right? And then drop down an ellipse. So you move a few times, do the ellipse. Move a few times, do the ellipse. Move a few times, do the ellipse. Right? So it's basically, it's this warm-up that you're training your hand to do before you actually lock into the shape that you're gonna do, right? So if I was gonna do that, and not holding a camera in my other hand, so it's a quick movement, and you just drop in and do it. Quick movement, drop in and do it. And you're basically attempting to get it so that you can do an ellipse and it looks almost mechanical, right? So you're training to do ellipses because ellipses are such a large part of basic fundamental forms once you start turning circles in space, right? So it's a very fundamental kind of practice to get in there and do those circles and ellipses. And you can have them fill entire pages with those things. Another thing would be doing straight lines without using a ruler. And it's the same thing. So you kind of run across with your hand. So your hand's doing this beforehand. You notice how I'm holding it? I'm not doing this like choked up kind of thing. I'm kind of angled up so it's at 90 degrees from my working surface. It's a 90-degree angle. And so you kind of run it a few times, drop a line in. Run it a few times, drop a line in. And so you can do a bunch of those, and you can also kind of give yourself some different targets to hit, right? So run it a few times, drop a line in. Run it a few times, drop a line in. And that's teaching you to go from one point to another. Obviously, I'm not that good at it. But it's a good practice to get straight lines, as well as being able to see your target and hitting your target. And what I mean by that is, when I'm doing these lines, I'm not looking here, and I'm not looking here. I'm looking here. So I'm strictly looking at the dot, and then I see where my target is, and my hand goes to my target. And so you're training your mind to see the limits of what you're trying to do. And so this is how I was training my niece. You take your page, and once you have these, you can put ellipses in them. And you're trying to do it inside of the lines where the ellipses just touch the exterior of the form. And so this is a precision exercise that you can use across the board, right? And the same thing with circles. Trying to get circles that fit within inside those lines. Really good at this. Circles are harder as shit. If you don't believe me, try it. right? And then on top of that, you can take these and have them express digital ink texture as ink as texture, right? So turn off pressure sensitivity and come in here and make different marks that can be different types of textural elements that describe something, some type of texture, be it rock or scales, and have it go from a dark tone on one side to a lighter tone on the other side. And how do you express that in a way that indicates that it's still the same texture, but one side is being in shadow and the other side is in light, and therefore the middle is in a middle ground. Yeah, so you could do, you could come in and do like these kind of stylized fish scales, right? And then how do you express those in a way that eventually they're in light and you can just see like a little bit of shadow underneath them or something, right? So it's teaching them to use light and dark as shading elements. If I can handle it in my first week of dynamic sketching class, then they can handle it, I'm sure. So there you go. Some tips and tricks for improving your eye-hand coordination and your understanding of dark and light. There you go. Lesson done, folks. I'm gonna go back to my seat now and relax. Cheers, friends. Pardon me. All right, so just gonna start knocking in some lighter elements here. Trying to keep in mind that I do have a blue kind of cast to everything, right? And I've lost some of that on the gold, but that's okay because I'm probably gonna come in at the very end and do some more effects layers that are gonna push that even further. Working my way down his body, right? So trying to kind of go back and forth here. Probably be a little more concise with things if I just did passes, right? Oh, how long can this username be? Welcome back to the arts department. We were wondering when you were going to show up. We've been waiting, really. Like, nobody won any battle royales or anything. We're like, when's he going to get here? Waiting on ya, son. Whoop whoop. I don't know what that was. I apologize for even doing that. I apologize. How you doing, Diego? How was your Sunday evening? And your Monday day? Monday day? VIP in the house? So I keep thinking I want to do marks that are going with his fur, but at the same time, that's kind of counterintuitive because you kind of want to do some kind of cross contours and stuff like that. So my brain is hemorrhaging right now. Oh, are you talking about that one point when she was like, okay, I'm not going to kill you guys. Okay, you're dead. Yeah, that part? Yeah, I remember that part. That's brutal. Backstabber. Oh, I'll totally let you guys live. Just hang out in electrical. You'll be fine. Famous last words. Famous. Famous. I'm gonna take out some of that light there and do just some middle with just a touch of that blue on there. Starting to read a little bit like fur. It's interesting. You know, I watch other people play with their communities, and people are like, oh, I'm going to protect the streamer because I care about him. My community is like, where the fuck is Autumn? Kill him first. He deserves it. Whatever, we'll let it play. We'll let it go. No, we won't. What is this? Why is it on my list? I said no lyrics. You're out of here. You're off that list. Bad. Evil bad. Martes, that is a sick and twisted logic, my friend. Have you met my friend Samurai Shaft? Brownie Brownman. Because that kind of means your community doesn't simp for you. They see you as a friend. God, I hope they see me as a friend, Brownie Brownman. And welcome, my friend, to the community of the arts department. I appreciate you. There is a Discord for all you wonderful new people that have followed this evening. Feel free to pop over there. We continue a lot of this stuff over there when I'm not online, including crits and discussions and pictures of pets and wonderful fun stuff like that. I hope they see me as their friend. I see this entire endeavor as building friendships, building a community where we can all be good friends and lift one another up. Except for opinion, apparently. Crickets, thanks for being here. As always, wonderful to have you. Thank you for participating, lifting up the conversation, and just being an all-around good person. We appreciate you. Have a great night. We'll see you next time. Turn off Shaka here so I can further do what we're doing. Cammy boy, What's happening? Did you get a response or something? Wait. Tier 1. Ah, I see. That's so very nice of you. Burgerface. Yeah. Thank you, Cammy Boy, for gifting that sub to Burgerface. Burgerface, welcome. And how about a little love, a little hype for Cammy and Burgerface? Wonderful. I appreciate you guys. And gals. People. Folk. They. Look at all that goodness. Yay. Oh, I love it. Good times. Is it bad that I like my own emotes? Is that egotistical? Shut up, Diego. Anybody else but Diego can answer that. Damn it. I did set that one up. Alright, well fine. I like my own emotes. I'm a fucking narcissist. I like a lot of people's emotes though. I think, was it Cammy earlier that said that she's an emote whore? I identify with that. Thank you. Hey, you know, at least I don't disappoint. I'm nothing if not predictable. Oh, I mean, I kind of thought that I might do that. Samurai, is that not? Did I not do that? Okay. That's fun. That's fun. You have to spam them when you do. I want to see them. Oh, you're gonna be disappointed, Cammy. I got rid of the goldfish brain. Do you want to see why? Nah, I think I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll show you what I submitted later. Ooh, Hattie, thank you. Thank you for that reminder. I get so wrapped up in talking with you wonderful folk. I forget. I forgets. And I'm getting myopic. I gotta be careful. Don't get myopic. No reason to right now. Just paint that stuff. Paint it. Paint it look good. Get in there, paint that stuff. Oh, Burger. It's actually over on the Discord. So if you really want it, you can use it there. Because we're not gonna make partner for a while. So I'm just gonna keep on making fun emotes, and we'll cycle through them on the channel and take some in, put some out, and it'll just be a clusterfuck of emotes. And so you never know what you're gonna get when you tune in, but you will always have them on Discord. Hattie, thank you for joining tonight. Wonderful to have you here. Thank you for all the redemptions and the chatting and everything. Nice to have you. Really appreciate it. Have a wonderful evening. I don't know why these ones have lyrics. It's sad because I like the music on this song, but can't do with the lyrics. Yeah, nah, I'm not doing it. You're out of here. Remove. That's what I get for setting up a new playlist. Just a touch of light on the back here because it's rounding down, right? So we're gonna get a little bit of light and then some kind of dark purple up at the top here, dark violet rather. And so what's happening is the light is bouncing from the floor and there's a little bit of occlusion there and a lot of occlusion down in here because the light's going to be bouncing up this way, right? But then it's going to be lighter in the center because that's where the light is hitting the most. And we're gonna get a little bit of dark in here, and this kind of falls into the category of some of those smaller movements that I was talking about that I wouldn't normally do until later, but I think it will help to kind of drive home what's going on down there, and it'll also help me to remember what's going on down there. So that's important, muy importante. No, we're all working from home right now, just for the safety of everybody, right? So, this is my office. My work computer's here. Grab some of that. And get some of these ambient occlusion going. And again, down in here. It's very subtle differences. Yes. I mean, currently I'm working standing up because I sat all day doing the work stuff. So it's nice to switch it up. So 3 days a week whilst I stream, I stand because it's good. It's good for your body, and it's good to switch, so I'm not sitting all day every day, right? It was a very expensive investment. One that I am glad that I did, by far. I think second to the Cintiq, it's the best investments in my work environment that I've made. The three best things that I have are the standing desk, the Aeron chair, and the Cintiq. Those are the three things that make it much easier to perform on a daily basis. Roughly along the same lines as the Aeron chair is the new Logitech chair. I don't even remember what it's called, but it's the gamer version of an Aeron chair with more supportive stuff and all that. And it seems like a pretty good chair. One of the streamers that I watch ended up getting it because she's sponsored by Logitech, and they sent it to her. And seems like it's solid. Seems like it's basically just the gamer version of the office chair that everybody's so familiar with. Yeah, I had my eye on that chair a little bit. It's super expensive though. Like, you got to be kind of a high roller to go with that one. The thing about the Aeron chair is like it's so pervasive that you can find an Aeron chair refurbished from like an Office Mart or something like that, and get it for like half price, and get a good chair that's still in really good shape. Especially right now because so many offices are closing, right? So if you ever thought about getting an Aeron chair, check secondhand and you might be able to get one for a steal right now. Martes, thank you for being here, my friend. Always nice to have you. You have a wonderful evening. We'll see you next time, all right? Any favorite musical artist? Yes. There's a band called Zivia, D Zivia, and they are a Bulgarian folk band that I've been listening to quite a bit. Nothing like any of the stuff you've heard on my stream, but it's definitely, it's epic and it's cool. There was another one that I've been listening to recently that's like rock, and that is what are they called again? Black DZIVIA, I believe, the Zivia. And Black Pistol Fire was another one. Totally different, rock kind of band. And along the lines of Black Pistol Fire was Rain Wolf. Like Slayer's Rain and Blood, but Rain Wolf, one word. 3 bands that I've been listening to recently. Intermittently, depending on what I'm up to, you know. Like going for walks, I'm listening to rock because it gets me moving. That sort of thing, right? Did I spell that right? Zivia? Did you find them? DZIVIA. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, perfect. Yep, sehr gut, ja. Ja. I likes it. It's got a funky beat. I can bug out to it. Zivia doesn't really have a funky beat at all, actually. But it's definitely epic. Very, very epic. Alright, what did I forget? Some lights here. A little bit of lights, just a little bit on each one of these kind of cloth bits. Same on this side. Just popping it a little bit. Cammy Boy and I had a very long conversation about music, and whilst I look like somebody who strictly goes with rock, I am hands down across the board. Just as much as you see me doing different art styles, I am in different music styles. The music that you heard whilst we do the Battle Royale was, I composed that music. That's my music. So for me, music is a state of mind thing. It's not, I don't have any real like favorites. It's this state of mind of the moment is what the music reflects. And I don't actually think that rock is my preferred form of music. It used to be. I used to be quite the metalhead. But I am very much branched out. I mean, I guess I started branching out in my 20s when I started getting into, I mean, actually teens, because I was getting into house music and garage and that sort of stuff, and then I was a DJ for a while. So my best death metal growl, I don't know that it goes with this music. That'd be the one. Ow. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'll be here all week. Seriously, right? It's a little bit of darks over there. Kind of get that to separate a little bit, and even bring it down a little bit more, and get in some ambient occlusion in there. Oh, why, thank you, Samurai Shaft. I appreciate that redemption, sir. You are a gentleman. So good, so good. Wouldn't have done it without the shaft. Strike that. Let's just change that entirely. God, Rice Krispies in the house, coming in late. What's up, buddy? How you doing? How's your Monday evening been? We've been chilling here. I think a lot of people's is making art. Monday's a Monday. Work, work, work. That's a little bright. It's getting out of hand. You just get a grip. Get a grip, Turkel. What are you doing? Oh, I am so glad. Being here with you guys makes it better for me too, quite honestly. Like I said earlier, you weren't here for it, Crispies, obviously, but under the weather today. But being here always gives me energy, makes me feel good. So if there's anything that combats a cold, it's hanging out with your friends when you can't get them sick. Yes! So good, so good. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's definitely turned things around for me. I probably would have lost my mind, quite honestly. Is that the end of the playlist? Is that it? We finished the playlist, folks. All right. So, should we go with just straight metal? Nah. It's like goes from 20 viewers down to 3. Like, later. You would have gotten really into jazz? You mean had you not started streaming, Samurai? Let's desat that a little bit. And get a little bit of core shadow in there now. Ah. Yeah, Burger Face, I cooked so much fucking banana bread when this thing broke out. I was like, every week, and then I had like 3 loaves in the freezer. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm done cooking banana bread for months. I mean, there's nothing wrong with checking out some jazz. Samurai Shaft. Jazz ain't bad. He likes jazz. We don't like to play jazz. Like, when it comes to jazz, I don't like jazz fingering on the guitar. It's like these crazy, like, diminished ninths and shit. But there's some definitely good stuff out there. For a while, I got really into old school blues. I mean, I was kind of already into old school blues, but that's all I was listening to. I had like this like the Root of Blues playlist that I would just throw on and just rock out to it. I mean, you're already like a 40-year-old stuck in a 20-year-old's body, Samurai, so might as well just embrace it, my friend. I am not a huge appreciator of jazz. I mean, there's some stuff that I really enjoy, but I'm not like, I wouldn't say that I'm a fan of jazz. Not as much as I am of blues. Wait, was that me? Oh. That's funny. It's just funny that you have a cleaning lady. Seriously, right? Ah, buddy. Nothing but love, man. Nothing but love. I always thought about getting a cleaning lady. Just because, like, you know, you get really busy and you just don't have time. And then I was like, do I want somebody going through my stuff? And then I was like, nah, but okay, well, I could just have them come in while I'm here. And then I was like, well, that would be weird, wouldn't it? I'm like, here, let me get out of your way so you can clean my desk while I'm, like, right here. You know? So I just never did it. But I seriously, like, I can't tell you how many times I was like, I gotta get a person because this is just disgusting, and I have to do all of these other things, and this is not getting done. So, I feel you, man. Good on you for taking that leap of faith. That's all it is, Miles. It's a leap of faith. Shaft, you made the right choice, my friend. The conscientious choice, because I have lost friendships over assholes not cleaning up after themselves. So good on you. For $60? Hell yeah, why not? Yeah, Burger Face, that's not how I operate. I go about my entire day doing all the things, and then I go, okay, everything is done, let's pick up the place, and I get it all cleaned up, and then I wake up and do it all again. Because why not? Sometimes you just gotta roll like that. So with this stuff that's facing the viewer a little bit more, I'm gonna kind of lighten this edge that's facing, right? Just because it's that's right where the kind of the curve of his heel is. So it's creating a kind of a harder edge. Mr. Voodoo, thank you for that redemption. Boom. Controller Command S for the save. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you. Jesus. That is crazy. Crazy, crazy. No, thank you. Okay, let's get into this weapon a little bit. I'm gonna color up some of these lines and color up some of these lines a little bit. And that's gonna keep them sharp for me. Do the same thing over here. We have all been there, Shaft. Good times. Lots of fun. Right? I lived in a place that we called the Casbah when I was in college. Junior college, I should say. And that place was nuts. It was like there was always 6 of us there in a 4-bedroom place. And, you know, people crashing on the couch. Random people coming out of people's rooms. And, yeah. You just wake up and you're like going to the bathroom. You're like, oh, who are you? All right, well, I'll wait. Good times, good times. I mean, like, you know, after parties and stuff. But you don't act like I'm like some kind of angel or something. Go a little bit lighter on these edges. See what happens. Same with this one. Just giving it kind of a rim lighting, I guess. And I think I can actually clean this up now up here and maintain that crisp edge by coloring the line lighter, right? Yeah. Little Diego, how little we knew thee, how quiet thine mouth was, how much we shall miss thee in the intervening days. Be safe, thine friend. Be happy. Sleep well. Rest thine head on the bosom of the pillow. Good to have you here, brother. As always. Looking forward to the next time, and the next, and the next. And a Sunday in there somewhere. Don't you mock me. I'll say that you're safe, and then I'll stab you in the back. Oh, good night, my friend. Good night. Good night. Thanks for being here. See, I can be eloquent and not at all cheesy. Shaft, was that a reference to my short story? That's weird. I mean, you probably read it quite a bit, so wouldn't be surprised if it was. Seriously? Worked on that like a year ago? More? Hell yeah, baby. Hell yes. Let's go, Samurai Shaft. Yeah, Shaft helped me edit my first attempt at a short story. Not gonna say it was great or anything, but he did help to make it much better. Couldn't have done it without him. He was very gracious and not at all demeaning in telling me that it was good. I mean, yeah. The Discord is a wholesome place where we all get along. We get along. Yeah. Too many notifications there, buddy. Yeah. Well, you know, I got a lot going on. A lot happening. So, good thing about this stuff is now I can come in with some softer brushes and manage some more tonal mischief. Let's actually go with a soft round brush. Let's go with a big soft brush. Let's see what we can do. Blue, light, green. No. Let's just go with some reds in here. Actually, let's do local so that there's some variance in this stuff. And then pull it into the violets. Knock it back ever so slightly. All right. Just looking for these looking for these areas that would need a little bit of shift in kind of a softer way. And just quickly kind of moving through some hue and saturation variety, right? Because some of it got a little flat with some of those brush strokes. That is a good question. I don't think I know dog breeds enough, quite honestly. And I do think Stream Elements is right. Y'all should pop over to the Discord and have some more conversations like this over there. Keep it going. Yo! As Samurai Shaft says. So, checking these colors. Knocking them back just a touch. I'm just looking at what I'm gaining and losing through this, and I think it's good. So rather than drop that down yet again, I'm going to create another layer on top of it and come back in with some more of this easy chalk brush, and once again kind of add some variance into these soft areas that I filled in with a big airbrush, right? And that's just so that there's some kind of continuity within the brush strokes across the piece, and you don't get big swaths of big areas that don't feel painted because they've been kind of muted by the airbrush, right? Yeah, I can't think of a dog breed that I would be, to be honest. Probably something spastic and unpredictable. Every time I see that command, Sarah, I think it's for me. And I'm tempted to jump. Oh, hey, guess what time it is, friends? Around about that time, top of the hour, time for a battle royale. If you're new here and you have yet to configure a stream avatar or follow, I recommend smashing that follow button right now so that you can participate in the battle royale that's about to take place. And I'll give you exactly 1 minute to do so. Starting now. Yes, we are waiting for you to hit follow. I know you're here, and I know you're just lurking, but you're definitely going to want to smash the follow button. See, that's what I'm talking about. Dazzle Pants, get in here. Get in here for the Battle Royale. Get yourself some stream bucks. Some exposure, as we call it. The SE exposure, the stuff that you can check out in the Stream Elements store after this Battle Royale, you can save it up and get yourself a commission from me. So there's nothing like getting a bunch of free art, or some free art, for watching some art being done. I mean, everybody likes that, right? All right, if I can click this, then, oh, Heidi's. So welcome Dazzle Pants and welcome Heidi's PN, Heidi SPN, Heidi SPN, yes. Thank you very much, I appreciate that. We're gonna give stream avatars just a moment to cycle so that you guys can actually participate, because when it's too close to the actual moment, there's an issue with it, and sometimes people get kind of barred from doing it. So I'll just talk really quickly. After this battle royale, you can go down to the widget and you can configure your avatar to be anything that you want it to be when you return, and it'll be like that every time you come back, and you can earn points through the battle royale, through gambling, through commands. If you look up the stream avatars commands, I've left all of them active, and so you can gamble your gold away, or you could win your gold, and that will get you. There's two things in the Stream Elements store. There's a critique, stream-based critique, like we'll work on it on stream, of your artwork, or there is a commission for 60,000 gold of a character or something along those lines for you. So now that I think enough time has passed, let's do this, my friends. I'm gonna hit pause, and we're gonna hit play on this. There we go. And we're gonna hit Battle Royale. Prepare yourselves, friends. It is a beautiful day for a Battle Royale. In drops Burgerface and Offwheel, It's Me, Jay-Z, Samurai Shaft, Phil Farrell, Sarah Z, Paradox Smooth, Viscera, Beast. Yeah, okay, yeah, I had lost track. So everybody's here. Let's go. Okay, we've broken into 4 note, 3 note. No, oh, somebody goes down. And Offwheel's just beating up Samurai Shaft. She's got a bone to pick with that guy. BC takes out Samurai Shaft. BC Bammy takes out, oh god, Vil Farrell, run. They are coming for you. Oh god. Down everybody goes. It's Rice Krispies, BC Bammy, and It's Me, Jay-Z. Jay-Z makes a break for the bandage and then changes his mind. He's got this, folks. He's confident. He knows he can take on Rice Krispies and beat him. And it is Jay-Z for the win. Do that dance. Do that jump. Take that bow. You're the wiener, Jay-Z. Aw, yeah. Congratulations, my friend. And we're back. Last man in, last man standing. That's Jay-Z. I'm glad you all could join me for that. For those that haven't yet configured, you can configure down below in the Stream Avatars widget and create a wonderful, beautiful representation of yourself that is unique unto you every time you return to the stream, which hopefully you do frequently. Love having you here. And also, if you're new, there is the Discord. We do this after hours. Same stuff, different interface. Still chatting, hanging out, talking, critting, talking about art, talking about love, talking about life, talking about movies, media, books, video games, all sorts of stuff. Apparently, we also talk about Dungeons and Dragons quite a bit. Because D&D. D&D! Alright, I'm sick of Karis. We're gonna move over to Shaka. So, now that I have a little bit clearer indication of what I'm gonna do with these lines, I'm just gonna come in and automatically color all of these top-facing ones, because those are the ones that I'm gonna be painting light shapes under anyway. Oh, thanks, Jay-Z. I appreciate that, my friend. For those that don't know, Jay-Z is a pretty badass artist. He's posted some stuff on the Discord that is outstanding and totally safe for work. Yeah, Jay-Z, why don't you drop your Instagram in here, my friend? You deserve the props. Props to Jay-Z. Wasn't there a song written like that? Props to Jay-Z. Oh, that was the Bangarang song by what's his name? Wubba Wubba guy. Wubba 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 Wubba. Jay-Z, you had me at butts, buddy. I mean, who doesn't like butts? Come on. Everybody's got them. Let's go with a light here. So like that top edge is grabbing that light, right? And I'm guessing we're gonna get something similar on this side. And that's too bright on there. Vil? Oh, see, now we're back on the subject of pulled pork again, so don't get me started. Man, I'm hungry. Kind of forgot to eat dinner tonight, folks. That's probably why we were talking about pulled pork so much earlier. That's a little too light for that area. Still too light. There we go. That's a little more acceptable. Samurai Shaft, thank you for that hydration, my friend. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Oh man, you ever done a water fast? That shit's insane. I did a 36-hour water fast at one point. So much pee, because like every time you get hungry you just pick up a glass of water and like slam it. Oh my god. And then at the end of 36 hours I was literally shaking and I was like, I should probably eat something. Yeah, Burger Face, he's a badass, dude. A badass. Samurai Shaft. We like talent around here. And we like hard work. Because hustle beats skill when skills don't hustle. Yeah, thanks for hanging out so late, my brother. Have a wonderful sleep. We will see you back in the trenches later, my friend. Oh, wait, hey, I sent that thing in today. I got you, my boy. You're welcome, man. It's my pleasure. I'm honored. So I'm changing up some of these colored lines a little bit because I feel like they weren't doing me any service. So not based on where we're kind of taking this style. So that being said, I can grab some of these lights and pop this stuff a little bit more. She has something laying over her that's coloring that. ¿Por qué? I do not know. Yeah, she must. Oh yeah, the effect. Okay. Okay. Let's try that again then. Start to get so many layers and things that you're like, oh my gosh. That Samurai Shaft, he is a good dude. I feel bad about what I said in that letter that he asked me to send. I kid. Hey friends, I think I might call it an evening. As I said earlier, I'm a little under the weather today, and I want to try and get to bed early and see if I can sleep it off and maybe be refreshed for Wednesday. So how would you all feel about rating Daniel's channel? I think he's a good person. We love Daniel. I think a lot of you would appreciate him. So I will do this. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you all very much. We'll be back Wednesday and Friday, barring me getting really sick. And I love you all very much. Love one another. Be kind to one another. The world needs that more. That is all from the arts department. Keep drawing, and we will see you next time. Love you all very much. Have a good night. Here we go. Let's do this raid. Starting now. 10 seconds. Thank you, my friends. Here we go.